Welcome to day 8 of getting out of debts. If this is your first time here, my name is Tommy and I am a coach. I help people get out of debts. And we are going through the 30-day debt-free challenge. Anyone who wants to get out of debt in 30 days, depending on how much your debt is, but the goal is to get it off in 30 days. And we have gone through 7 days and we are on day 8. Now, I told you yesterday that day 8, step 8 is going to be a new beginning. Now you have gone through your expenses, your income, and you are trying to close the door on all unnecessary spending. And now you have a new budget for yourself. Okay? Now we are going to start a new beginning. Remember the debt sheet you started with at the beginning where you wrote down all your debts and how much you owe? Now you're going to pick up that sheet of paper and you are going to look at that amount that you have in front of you because you're about to begin a new journey. Because let me tell you something, every move you make towards paying off your debt, it means that you are moving towards an empire of personal wealth, because you were not made to pay interest. You were made to build wealth. Okay, so if you're living in debt, you are just paying somebody else. And the Bible says that the borrower is a slave to the lender. So you're going to look at that sheet and I want you to begin to motivate yourself that I am not a slave and I'm about to begin a new journey. If you are a Christian, I want you to look at that sheet of paper with the amount of debt you have, or your Excel spreadsheet, wherever you did the first work we did at the beginning, where you wrote out all your debts. If it's on an Excel spreadsheet, Google Sheet, or sheet of paper, you're going to look at it and begin to pray on it. If you're not a Christian, just motivate yourself that I am about to begin a new journey. If you're a Christian, you should pray because you have the advantage to talk to your Father in heaven. And so you're going to look at that sheet and look at all the amounts that you owe, and you're going to tell God, I need you to give me wisdom to pay off these debts. That is what we are doing today. I know it sounds simple, but let me tell you something. I always believe that every change you make in life begins from your mind. And that is why I'm giving you that opportunity to look at that page, that sheet, that Excel spreadsheet, that document where you have listed all your debts, and look at that total amount and tell God, I need you to give me wisdom to pay off this debt. The Bible says that if anyone lacks wisdom, let him ask of God that gives to all men liberally and doesn't hold back. So when you pray and ask God for wisdom to pay those debts off, He will give you the wisdom. Because the journey we are about to begin tomorrow, day 9, I will now start giving you suggestions and ideas of how you are going to pay up the debts. But because I'm going to give you a lot of ideas, you would need to know which one or maybe how many you want to choose out of all these suggestions I'm going to give you, that you are going to begin on day 10. I will give you the suggestions on day 9, and on day 10 you would start implementing, and you're going to pick 1 or 2 or 3 of those suggestions to be able to see if you can use them to pay off your debt. Things are about to change in your life. I'm telling you, you're about to begin the greatest journey of your life, and you will not remain the same. So that is what we are doing today. You're praying on your debt, or you're motivating yourself, whichever one you want to do, and telling yourself, I was not made to pay interest. I was made to build wealth. And start talking to God about what you need to do, because tomorrow I'm going to give you those ideas that we are going to implement. And if you implement them, you will surely get out of debt. No kidding. You see, it may look simple, but let me tell you something. When you are diligent at something, when you decide you want to do something from your mind and you take those active steps, you see, there is nothing impossible for a human being to do once you put your mind to it. And especially if you're a Christian, because the Bible says that for with God, nothing shall be impossible. I don't care how much the debt is. It could be 100,000, 50,000. What is it? It's not hard, okay? There is nothing impossible. And I want to encourage you, look at that debt sheet today and say, tomorrow I am getting started. I'm hearing those news and information about what I'm going to do to pay off this debt, and I can do this. So again, today is a day of prayer and today is a day of motivation. As you look at your debt, your life is about to change. All right? Okay, I'll catch you in the next video. For those who want to work one-on-one with me, you're free to send me an email at debtfreetomi@gmail.com. I'll put it in the comments. You can send me an email. I do free coaching. I'm doing free coaching now for a limited time if you want to work one-on-one to pay up your debt as quickly as possible. All right? And of course, please follow me, like, share, save, and all those good things, right? That will make me to go viral. All right, thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in my next video.